Well, hello everyone. Hey, we're doing an actual during the week flight. Kind of like this though is how it went. The wife made me. And those of you that believe that, yeah. No, she put on something. Eh, she likes on TV. I'm not a big fan of. So you know what I said? Time to go stream. And that's exactly what we're doing. But yeah, if you believe the first part, ooh, I got some bridges for sale for you. Ooh, I can make some money. Welcome aboard Flying with Mike. We are going to do something we have not actually done in quite a while. We're going to fly for Allegiant. Yeah, we used to fly lots of flights for them, but they kind of got shoved aside for others. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, a little tired after work, but hey, we all are. So we are getting ready on the line where we actually left the plane. Hang on, I'll even give you approximate how long ago. He says that. There we go. April was the last Allegiant flight. So why not? So we're here in Punta Gorda, Florida. It is what we'll call the other airport to Fort Myers. Although, from looking at the map, it's not really that close to Fort Myers. But it'll, work out for our flight. Basically, I think I talked about this last flight or within the last couple of flights. This is an old military base that kind of got abandoned. Well, it didn't kind of, it was. And they came in and began to revitalize it. Allegiant, I'm going to say helped, but you don't know. But I'll give you this little insight that I actually didn't know. And my middle daughter's stepmother told me it is the only dog in town, Allegiant. And that isn't, those of you that have Allegiant at your airports, that's kind of the way they operate. Kind of. They'll go into other airports with other airlines, so long as they don't go where Allegiant goes. That's what the skinny I got on them. Which I get it. With their business model, low fares, all of that, I get it. That's just about the only way to make money. So yeah, how about that? An airport that's strictly Allegiant. They came in, they built a terminal. They actually began Allegiant flights without a terminal, or without a tower. That would take some time. So they were actually on that thing called common traffic. You all, U.S. North American flyers, know that. That's what we transmit on too on VATSIM. Well, they were doing it in real life. Many told me, airlines can't do that. I'm like, what do you mean they can't? And sure enough, yeah, they can, because then they find out at the old airport I worked at, come Thanksgiving and New Year's and Christmas, guess what? They're on common traffic. So, not a fun thing, but hey, it's there. We all trained with it. So most of us did not train on big airports. We trained at littler airports. So anyway, welcome aboard. And again, we are flying from Punta Gorda here in Florida. It's nestled in between Sarasota and Fort Myers. And we're going to go north to a little town called Asheville, North Carolina. Really still in the news from last year's hurricanes. They got wiped out in many areas. I think I-40, you guys out there that drive the roads, let me know. I think it's back, but I think it may still be under construction. Yeah, it went, it took chunks of it out too. Just like it did when I drove, when that big landslide took out all of I-40 for a couple of years. So, wow. That, boy, I don't even want to remember that, because The mountain, the go around, if you will, was up the Tri-Cities, down and over that mountain and into Asheville. Oh, that was not fun. But you do what you got to do. So, again, Punta Gorda over to Asheville 8th. Now, this I didn't even realize. We are flying November A319 November. Yeah, and it's an A319. I just noticed that on the gear door. I went, I'll be a son of a gun. What kind of airplane are you flying? Just look at the nose gear or the tail number. Oh, and for some of you that believe A319s only have one door over the wing, that is actually correct. So hopefully at that airport that we had the training film from, they know better. Because they get Allegiant. There's actually a couple of other American-based airlines that have both doors. Good, bad, and different? I don't know. Just good for people with long legs to have a little bit more room. Pay a little bit more, but, you know, to get that little extra room. But, you know, hey. So, all right, let's crawl up here, get this thing going. Again, sitting in Punta Gorda. It is outdoor loading. There are no jetways. It's Florida, folks. Never rains in Florida, just like California. Yeah. Not like California. All right. So we're to the point where we're ready to start aligning our IRS. Everyone wants to tune them up. All right, so we got our ADIRs aligning. Real quick, before we get too far into this, let's take a look at what we're working with today. All right, first off, yeah, the elephant in the room. Okay, the hurricane in the room. Aaron, that is some of the outer bands to it right there. Yeah, if you're living along the coast in North Carolina, you're probably not going to get out of where you're at for about a week or so. This just lots of heavy surf coming in. And it could be triggering all of this loveliness over here. It shows Asheville under a thunderstorm. Don't know. We'll find out when we get there. But again, if you are riding out the hurricane, now granted, it is not going, well, let's just say it's not supposed to make landfall. But we'll leave it at that, you know, with a hurricane. Now, there is another 2 waves coming off. I don't think the first one's going to come our way. It's going to hook into the Atlantic like supposedly Aaron will. The next one, though, I think they've got their eyeballs on also, and I haven't heard much about what's going on. So, folks, this is prime time, hurricane time, southeast, Gulf of America coastlines. Yeah, take heed. And if you're in the Bahamas and the islands, you know, it's that time of the year. If you haven't figured out what the heck are we going to do, it's probably a really good time now to think about it. Because these things could just start coming up, you know, almost out of nowhere. So, just so you know, anyway, so here's our route. Here's our flight. 12,873. Okay, it's all done wrong. We're actually 28,385 pounds. We've got 13,656 pounds of fuel. And we're planning, well, we're not planning, we do have 129 peeps to board, 0 pounds of cargo. Again, for those not 100% familiar with SemBrief, they usually in their passenger weights include bags. We're planning a 3-3 departure out of Punta, landing 3-5, and you all can read the routing. It's pretty much direct, then a direct to another direct, to another direct, to another direct, and then direct to the airport. Pretty easy. So, all right. And finally, a lot of up and down, and it is not because of turbulence. No, we'll probably stick it at 38,000 and leave it there. Well, hopefully, unless ATC, of course, says, hey, your flight plan says you should be at 37,000 feet. Get there. There actually are controllers that will sound like that and do that. So anyway, that is what we're doing today. Weather here at Punta Gorda, it's mid-southern Florida. Winds are 280 at 8. It's 10 miles of clear visibility, 32 degrees outside, so definitely want to wear a muckluck today. It's a little chilly. Oh, wait, that's Celsius. I love doing that. 89 degrees. Up in North Carolina. Winds are out of the south, 5, 10 miles visibility, a few clouds, it's 6,000. And they have lightning northeast of the airfield. So that cell we saw on it looks like it's pushed, but there's a whole bunch out there. So we'll see how this works out. Never know. All right, so that's what we're looking at right now. Today's flight should be roughly... Okay, you weren't supposed to do. Why are you not playing? Oh, I know why you're not. Unload. Now let's see if you play nicely. There you go. This one's not what I wanted. All right, let me try this page real quick, and then we'll get rid of SemBrief. We're looking at about an hour and 20-minute fly time. All right, so with that, let's get going, shall we? All right, like I said, we've got the IRS being tuned up. Oh, if we could only do that. All right, clicking it. If you've got it tied to SemBrief, there you go. All you got to do is click it and not get a ticket. All right, and wait for it because it'll fill the flight number, cost index, cruise. There it goes. We do not have any coordinates to align to, so we're going to use those. Align, wind, request. All right, back, clear. All right, now I'm going to go to page 2 real quick, and then we're going to head over here. I've already got the plane being loaded. We've got fuel and the APU on already. So bring them aboard. Let's say here. Oh, that's not weight and balance. There we go. 118.4. Okay, that all adds up. Then we'll go 13.8. Now you may see some numbers like TO and LW change, takeoff weight, landing weight. We only put about an extra 100 or 200 pounds of fuel on. Okay, let's get to work. Flight plan. Well, we don't have a departure out of here. That makes it tough, doesn't it? However, we do know they prefer us to go out. Ugh, coughing. Ugh. Sorry about that, folks. They're wanting us to use 3.3, which shows 5,900 feet of runway. I don't like that. I know we can do it, but I don't like it. All right, we'll do it. The aircraft is capable, no worries. All right, we're going to leave the discontinuity in and go direct ROGAN when we're stable and feel okay to do so. Unless ATC says, get your butt over to ROGAN. Then we'll get our butt over the ROGAN. Real quick so you can see how that looks. Okay, so take off and ROGAN's up here. So we'll be going up into this channel and probably then shoot over. All right. All right, continuing on real quick, I'm going to put it in plan just to do a quick rundown, make sure everything looks good. All right. Player, airport. Okay, what are we going to do here? I am going to bring charts in because this is one of those neat features. I kind of think people, if you're on the fence and you're not sure if you want to buy it or buy the subscription for it, you know, this might help you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click arrivals. So you can see we have both ends with ILSs. We're right now 020 at 21. Wow, 3/4 of a mile. Heavy thunderstorm, drizzle, la 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 la. Wow, that changed real quick. Well, that pretty much tells me, first off and foremost. Okay, so we have this option here, approach available. Click it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the weather overlay in and see just how horrible it is. Okay, it's pushing away, so we could go. We've got an RNAV off freeze. ILS off freeze. Well, actually, no. What is the RNAV off of? Now we're going to do freeze transition. And what's going to happen? There it is. And it's going to throw us in a hold, it looks like. I really don't like holds. So we're going to come in to Broad River NDB, which is NURI on the chart, and then in on the ILS. Okay, we're not going to do the hold if there is one. ILS, no star, freeze frame. Oh, sorry. Thought that was time for a song. Yeah, see, it's got us in the hold. Hopefully we'll be for the 5 miles on our own, so we'll take care of that. We're not even going to erase it, just in case they say take the hold. Yeah, you never know. 5,100 feet. By the way, the airport itself, 2164. Yeah, excuse me. So that gives you an idea of what we have ahead of us. All right, and again, currently over the airfield, a heavy thunderstorm. And just kind of pull back. That's pretty much it. And there again is the little bit of the Hurricane Aaron out there in the Atlantic. All right, so that gives you an idea of what we're dealing with. Let's get charts out of here. I said out of here. Let's bring it to here. Bring this in and turn on ATC. That way we can see what's going on around us. Okay. All right, let's finish this up, shall we? If you don't mind, I want to back it up just a smidge. Okay. Now, from player to freeze, we'll leave that in. If they tell us we can go direct, we will. They may just push us right on to final. Who knows? So we'll keep the discontinuity in. That's what you're looking for here. All right, there's, let's just drop it to 10 right now. So there's freeze to Nuri. Nuri is got a hold. And then we go inbound. And then we go out to Jeannot and hold. Otherwise, we head to Charlotte. All right, that all looks good. Push that to 20. Back to ARC. RadNav looks good to me for now. Performance. Now we're getting here. We're ready to start cooking. All right, let me take a look at the weather again here at Punta. 280 at 7. And we'll leave it. 31. No, we're not going to leave it. Looks like we're going to have to make changes. 280 at 7. Had the temperature been there, we could have thought about it. 30. 288, 2983. No, it's 84. Everything was off. All right. Now, do you think we're going to derate our takeoff here? If you do, I don't want to fly with you. Actually, I probably hear some real bus driving. Why not? You can do it. Actually, it's a 6. I don't know why. I think there's a displaced threshold, but I don't know where. Maybe it's down here. Full length. We're going to go, well, let's try it. What the heck? Leaves us 500 feet. Now, you notice it's saying V1 121. Rotate 128. And 130. Well, you know what? There is another option. Let's try some flaps. Is it even doing anything? All right, let's try flaps 3. Okay, now that is interesting. So, okay, so now back to 2. Pretty much the same. All right, well, the nice thing, you can see what we're doing here. Toga. Kind of like that, flaps 2. We're going to go toga, flaps 2. All right, and that's going to make us between 109 and 122 for our V1. 122 rotate and V2 126. Those of you curious what V2 means, it is your single engine safe climb out speed. So let's just say you're rolling down the runway, you get past, let's just say we set it 109 for VO1. You get past 109, engine fire lights. Guess what? You don't abort. You commit to flight. So you're going to get airborne. Do the best you can till you get to 126 on your speed. That's your best climb out till you get to your engine acceleration, engine out acceleration. And then you can start a better climb. So that's how all that works. Now, this guy was a single engine prop. If that engine went out after V1, I am going to try and stop it because I ain't got anything to take me to flight. So, and by the way, we didn't figure V1 rotating that. If we did, I never got to that in training. All right, so let's take this to the FMS uplink. And we are, what, 2984? Now, I can tell you why it keeps putting that in. Just a second. That is what's set on my MCP. Winds 280, diagonal 7. And we're going to go flaps 2. So I go ahead and give it that information. Technically, when you just use the McDo, you shouldn't have to. Then we're going to do our request. In real life, it's going to whatever computer this company, Allegiant, uses, and then back to the ACAR system to tell you your numbers. Factoring in if you've got slush, if you've got sand contaminating the runway. All of those contaminants are factored into this to bring you your numbers, as well as, I think, performance book in the plane. Okay, let's go here and let's clear that. Now, the first set of numbers, max takeoff data. That means this is the data for TOGA, takeoff go around. That is maximum power. Okay, we're not setting a flex temperature to flex it to a higher temperature to lower numbers. Okay, so 122, 122, 126, insert. This is where you can come in. Again, use dispatches numbers in the real world. This is not real world, so don't worry about that. But if you are, you know better than what I'm about to do. So I am setting my safety speed at 115. According to this, the maximum V1, which was 122. Okay, so I'm banking on it being somewhere in here on the map. 109 is down here, so I'm kind of banking it in the middle. So that'll give us a little more room if before that number we can stop the plane. It won't happen, but you never know. And there we go. Now, black box 711, I'm going to mention it. There isn't going to be numbers for us here. Has thrust reduction altitudes, acceleration altitudes. That's this bottom line. And what the engine out acceleration. Those calculations he has on a website. If you're in Europe, I would check it. Black box, here it is real quick. Peter FS9, welcome aboard. But yeah, if you go to this gentleman's site, Black Box 711, if you're in Europe, you will most likely, now I have caught a couple airports, either he's not been to or he just hasn't been able to update. He is a real world, or was, and maybe still is, a real world Airbus driver and 787 driver. For those of you out there with questions about the good old 787, check him out. Black Box 711. He flies it occasionally on flight sims. All right, we had Peter FS. Hang on, let me go back, read what he was putting in here. Sorry, I got to get my phone out. Instead of watching the replay. Well, I appreciate hearing there's people actually watching that replay. I do appreciate that. If you're not familiar, what Pete FS9 is referring to. We are live on Twitch. Mondays and Fridays. Those are we try to really get a stream out on those days. By the way, Friday, we are still planning one. Just to give you a little teaser to it. And I got it wrong. Oh, well. What did I use? Doggone it. Did I just put next? I must have spelled something wrong. Oh, well. Huh. I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, it's going to be out of Denver, for those curious. But again, back to what I was saying real quick, and then we're going to get these firecrackers lit up on the wings. We try to we do really try Monday, Friday. Those are my big days off, and I try to put together a flight or two on them. Monday, if you weren't with us, went 7 hours, 2 flights. Don't think you're gonna see that Friday, although there's part of me saying that second flight out there you want to do, that part's going, no, that's too, you know, it's that battle right now. But for sure, we're gonna start in Denver. Check us out live on Twitch. Every flight we fly, for the most part, there's a couple that I haven't done. They'll be recorded for YouTube, and then I'll upload them afterwards. Today, I think the second flight released. So from Monday. I also stagger them. So in that break, you get still some action from Flying with Mike. All right, enough said. Let's get to work, shall we? All right. Peeps are aboard, I hope. They better be, because I'm closing the plane up. You know what? I did something that I don't think Allegiant does. I opened the back door with a stair to load. I think they only load through the L1 door. Could be wrong. Hey, you know, it wouldn't be the first time. I see I'm going to have to go through my quick actions again, too. We had to clear cache and all of that. Yeah, everything's got to be reset. Oh, well, we'll get to that sometime. All right, so with the performance data in the McDo, we'll do the final checks here, and we're ready to go. Okay, APU's on. Make sure you disconnect from the aircraft. There are some payware aircraft in both worlds of flight sim that if you come in, say, to here, disconnect external power, or you can do it from down here. Yeah, you will go dark, or even if the APU's on, you could lose all the data. So, a safety measure, even if you're on the gen, I would still not do that. I would kill it from the plane first. In essence, that's actually real world practice. You want it disconnected from the plane before you disconnect, you know, and then they'll disconnect the power source and then pull the cord. So All right, we got that taken care of. Oh wait, one more thing up there. I'm sure them people like me of the elderly or older sect would like the cabin warmed. So I'm getting the temperature to a better state so they don't have to pull all our blankets out. Let's get the ACARs are running. And then we're ready to run. After I check to see if we have ATC. Come on, find a flight. There we go. Hey, I'm on the map. How about that? Ain't that special? There we go. All right. Y'all ready to go do some flying? All right. Again, don't expect in Florida jetways. If it's raining, oh well. Hey, I'll give you a good fun one. They have those, I'll call them scissor uh, ADA type ramps, American Disabilities Act. So you're going to go up, up, maybe up again or up and up one more level, however they set them up, because I know some airports like 3 levels. Anyway, and they're made so you don't have steps. It's just ramp, 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 or ramp, ramp. Well, we got ours from, and now tell me if this is a place you would expect to be loading outside. Burlington, Vermont. Can you imagine that in the winter? Woo! Wonder how many people slip off that. Now, first off, before you guys, want to go out and say, yeah, 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 they actually do that in Europe. Places like Innsbruck, we all love flying in there, but they actually load outside. They don't have jetways. So it is in many, many, many more airports in Europe. So, yeah. Um, yeah. It's just kind of funny to me. All right, we're ready to go. And the status of ATC is here lies so. So we'll come down here and kill that. Switch to that. Actually, we're going to do the air stair. Go ahead, get rid of it. Okay, before start, okay, strobe lights. We got them set to auto, and basically all that means is when you lift off the ground, the strobe lights come on. When you touch down, the strobe lights go off. Kind of a nicety for those like me that sometimes forget. Uh, in the real world, probably even better because you're not strobing and being a very big nuisance. You ever seen them in real life, you'll know what I mean. They can be blinding. All right, flight directors, both LC on or LS on, constraints on, constraints on. Okay, man, okay, 20, VOR, VOR, ARC, VOR, VOR, 40, ARC, that's perfect, constraints LS. Speed and heading are managed. Initial climb, 38,000 feet. Something I also forget a lot. And we said the latest weather here is 40 minutes old at 284. 2984. Good. All right, we're ready to go, folks. Buckle up. Okay, gears down, 3 green. Here we go. By the way, we'll be using better pushback.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
You can set the tug with this to either come from a distance or be right in front and hook up. I do right in front and hook up so we can get going a little quicker. And I said better pushback is a better pushback. A great name for it.
Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Stand by. It can really turn the airplane. It can really follow real world procedures for pushbacks. You can also follow it from in there. I'm not going to. I haven't tried it yet. I think the last time I did, it locked up. So. And lastly about it, it's free. And it is now updatable through Skunk. I think it's Skunk Crafts, what it's called. Updater.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Okay, we're all set to start. Beacons on. All right, here we go. Let's get traffic notified. Oh, you know what? I forgot to go back on call. Punta Gorda traffic, Allegiant 250, pushing back stand 5, taxi to 33.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Okay, and to light them up, you all who don't fly Airbuses, well, all you got to do is move the switch. Check your pressure, make sure you're built up, start up number 2. AI traffic on the ground cracks me up. Okay, number 1's up and going. We're going to go ahead, crank up our number 2. Let's get number 1.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Okay, get our timer going here. Alright. Alright, up to the overhead. Bleed off. Spoilers to arm. Kind of hold right now. Want to wait till they disconnect.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Good evening, Bad Attitude. Welcome aboard. All is well. Getting ready to head to Thunderstorm Alley in North Carolina. I know you're going to tell me, oh, don't tell me about that area. All right, he's going to actually get out and show you the pin. Now I will get the aircraft going. Okay, flaps, 2. I don't mind setting the spoilers because they're on top of the wing. Actually, it's not bad. Good. Glad to hear that, Bad Attitude. I know you've had some pretty rough days here lately. Okay, both engines. Okay, flaps. Okay, come in here for the trim. Up 4. Why did I know that? Okay, and we'll check our surfaces. Now, those letters on the screen, real quick, folks, that's your hydraulic system. So, which hydraulic system, they color them in, I think they color them in Boeing too, but I'm not 100% certain. But it tells you, okay, if you lose your blue or your green, you've got possibly some, you may not have the left aileron. So, things, you know, the pilots would be concerned with. That took me a lot to learn that. For my job as a firefighter, you know, it's nice, gee whiz, to know, hey, what system's down? And of course the pilot's going to be like, how the heck do you know that? Oh, the green. Okay, now if I could pull my sim up, I could go, okay, so it'll be this. No. Doesn't work that way in the real world. All right, come up top here. We'll kill the APU now. And off we go. Elapsed time. All right, auto brake set. Cabin alerted. Taxi light on. And just for gee whiz, so I remember this. Wrong one. Oh, crud. I forgot which one. Ah, dang it, I forgot which one. To get my ACAR, to get my landing information. Oh, wait. I think it's coming back to me. Page 2. Always curious if it'll work, even if I'm not flying for American. All right. Punta Gorda traffic, Allegiant 250, taxi to 33. Testing. Okay. By the way, yeah, Godspeed. Yeah, I saw the fun weather in Georgia, as you mentioned. Oh, yeah, this. Lost track what I was doing. We're going to Asheville, North Carolina. Close enough to Georgia where it could be a problem. All right, again, for those just tuning in, this is Flying with Mike. We are departing Punta Gorda, Florida, headed to Asheville, North Carolina in Allegiant A319. Hope y'all are ready. We're just about to the end of the runway. Now, if you're on YouTube, you're watching this. Unfortunately, it's not live, so you're just catching it when I restream or basically uploaded it to YouTube. Punta Gorda traffic, Allegiant 250 departing through runway 33 to the north. Clear for takeoff. $80 knots. There's V1. Rotate. sorry. Got distracted. Hang on. Something came up in a news feed here. Part of a Delta Airlines 737 wing broke in flight. I'll have to read more about that later. Wow. See what kind of truth to the story there might be. Okay, we're on the climb out and see what's going on here. ROGAN in about 8 miles. So I hope y'all had a great midweek. It's hump day in the United States, still Wednesday. Sorry, it's already passed for you all. Great commercial if you ever get to see it on YouTube or something like that. Always crack me up. Mike, 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 Mike. Yeah. So we are on the way. Hope you're midweek. That means we're streaming for the weekend, folks. For me, it's just tomorrow and then a day off on Friday. And if you live in the Midwest, we are expecting some pretty cool weather here shortly. So, kind of stair-stepping its way in here, but that'll be nice. Little taste of fall. And yes, X-planers, we are still in hopes of 3.0 coming out soon. I'm laying odds September. But I don't know. But yeah, I am looking forward to it like everyone else in X-plane. Supposedly, we're going to get weather updated once again. They keep fine-tuning it. Boy, every time they do, it just gets better and better. And they're going to really, so they say, a big update with the weather radars. So we'll see how that goes. Ugh.
130 Vegas for operation.
Leader 250 Jack Center, radar contact, clear our twins, call maintain, flight level tree 70, that'll be your file. Yes, sir, I said that call sign wrong. Allegiant 250 Jack Center, radar contact, clear our twins, climb and maintain, flight level tree 70. I'm at T7, speed 180, right turn heading 200.
Speed 180, right turn 180 for number 27.
Affirm. West 11010 Jack Center, radar contact. West 11010 expect lower in 29 miles. Expect lower in 29 miles for I'm at 27 to set to maintain 2000.
Same maintain 2000, number 27. Jack Center, number 27. You give me a 180 turn or 080?
I'm at T7, I'm at the turn. You can make it 130, maintain 2000 until established. Later on, Zulu running 10, report established.
Right 130, maintain 2000 to establish RNF Zulu 10, number 27.
West 11010 ascend to the OS37, runway 3, Charleston, altimeter 2980, more than an hour old. American 3307 will 37. American 3307 Jack Center, radar contact. Echo Center, got the 867 with DFI will be 50. LA 67 Jack, Echo Center, radar contact.
Jack Center, Westwind 10 can you confirm? I need to get a repeat on whether it's 3 or 3-3 for the arrival.
Westwind 1010, runway 3.
Copy, expect runway 3, Westwind 10.
Okay, we've kind of killed the music for a moment while we get through what we're at here with Jacksonville. Not sure why my sim is not holding well the views, but it is a little annoying, but we'll work through it. But yeah, we are 50 minutes out of North Carolina. The weather is still looking a bit on the frightful side. So we'll see how this will work out. So again, hope your day went well, and your tomorrow is looking pretty good. I look at tomorrow simply as Friday's only one day away. So all right, he said that would be our final. I hate when they kind of do that, but you know, they are allowed to.
Southwest 3822, crossing Jersey, data maintain, flight level 210, 280 knots.
Okay, I'm trying to get 210, 28 speed for Southwest 3822.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead, get back into cruise, and hope y'all enjoy the ride. All right, looking at the weather, you all have it in chat. Doesn't look too bad.
West 11010, expect visual approach runway 3.
Expect visual runway 3 for Westwind 10.
I'm at 27, runway 10, clear to land.
Clear to land 10, and I'm at 27.
And Jacksonville Center, American 2677, they deploy me 2000 with 7000 out of Orlando.
American 2677, Jack Center, radar contact, Southwest 3822, same Mach number.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 420, ready for taxi.
No, 3822, maintain Mach 75 or less, transition to 260 knots.
260, we'll pull it back for Southwest 3822.
And that'll be for traffic after 3 o'clock at about 40 miles converging flight level 240.
With you.
American 2478 traffic 11 o'clock, 40 miles northeast down Southwest 737 flight level 310 for 210. American 2478 maintain 280 knots until Stalker. At Stalker, resume public speed.
The Jacksonville Center, Cajun 2, right with you, Tallahassee, I mark Easton.
8248 Jack Center, cleared at Minneapolis has, correction, cleared to, New Orleans is filed, maintain 3000, expect 340, 1 minutes after departure. Departure with me, squawk 3003.
We both got this destination wrong. Got me clear to New Orleans, 3000, expect 340 departure, after departure. At departure with you, squawking 3003. Jacksonville Center, Delta 420, which, do you copy?
Agent 24, route back, correct, runway 27 for departure, advise ready taxi, altimeter 2984.
Copy that, Team 7, one advisory, every taxi, getting 240.
No, 3822, turn 40 degrees right for traffic.
40 degrees right for traffic for Southwest 3822.
American 2677, climb maintain flight level 340, and Quitter Express.
For the Glitter Express, say climb maintain 340, American 2677.
You're at 280 knots. Southwest 3822, clearing 30, resume the crossing restrictions previously signed.
Direct ready, restrictions applied for Southwest 3822.
10 south, turn right heading 150 to center maintain 3000 vectors final.
Right, 150, kind of 3000, for vectors to final for Western Center.
Okay, 2677 clearing John.
Check John, 2677.
South 3822, contact Washington, 133.72, just to confirm, journey is flight level 310, I'll see you 310 there. I don't know when you're going to start descent.
We're coming up toward about 1 second here, and we're going over to 137.2 forward, up to the 22.9.
American 2478, thanks for the help. We're good normal speed. Charlotte approach offline. Radar service terminated. Purpose stage approved. Port 20 Jack Center. Twin 1010, sorry about that. Turn left heading 030, field 9 o'clock, 4 miles reported site. Left 030.
All right, folks, if you're new to the Twitch channel here, hey, we'd love for you to smash in that follow button. And hey, you'll catch us live when we go live on your email feed. If you're on YouTube watching us, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button so you'll get an email letting you know when we release another video, to include this one. Should be later tonight, I believe. We'll find out when I get to all of that. But again, thanks for joining us. We are normally live on Mondays and Fridays. And if you're able, we'd love to have you from YouTube over here. We start up at 1600 Zulu. You do the math for your time zone. And we'd love to have you. Sometimes we'll come on the rest of the time frames in the evening, basically how I feel after working. And I know that's not a good answer, but sometimes I'm just wiped out. So, all right, well, welcome aboard. Thank you. We are headed to Asheville. Currently, there is a thunderstorm over the airport. Looks like it's a lot lighter than reported. So well, this one is at least. So we'll try to thread the eye there and get right in. Enjoy the flight. We are on VATSIM. And you'll find us with Alpha Alpha Yankee 250, Allegiant 250.
State 12, that is approved. Report back. Welcome.
Directional Center, Delta 867, requesting 5 minutes out of the cockpit.
Delta 867, that is approved. Report back.
Report back, Delta 867.
Blue 1052, disregard. Give me a standard picture, squawk code 1626. 240 radar contact, altitude.
900 for Detroit.
Same level 340.
340,
50, Atlanta's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. And, sorry, I didn't copy. Who was that?
All right, I was just reading something here. Interest maybe some of you out there. If you're into it, Xcoder. Is that right? Did I pronounce that right? Hang on. Xcoder has updated Evansville Regional with new terminals, pavement, and so forth. Trying to figure out if I got to pay for it. I'll come back to it later. But yeah, if you're into that, folks, check it out. Evansville Regional Airport. What I was really looking for, no, I'm not seeing anything right off the bat. All right, well, what I'm wanting to see, the clouds, I don't know, they don't seem, I don't know, are they just flat here or what? I guess I gotta wait till I get up here to these thunderstorms. But they seem kind of, I don't know, like they might have turned off the, I don't know. It's just something weird about the clouds. And I know another streamer or pilot that I fly along with sometimes. He too showed me some interesting clouds, and oh no, there's some volume. That's what I was trying to think of, to those out in the distance. Not sure why these seem so flat. Then again, I don't know how weather programs even can tell what kind of clouds are in the area. I mean, the METAR helps only to a point. It doesn't say altostratus or altocumulus or cumulonimbus. Well, they do say cumulonimbus or cumulus or this or that. It's usually just, so I'm kind of curious how all that gets delineated. So, and that's probably why I'm not a programmer. So, and just enjoy using and telling them what I see is wrong. But yeah, there's some volume out there. Let's see how it looks. Well, it's clear skies. It's hard. It's really hard. Oh, there's a thunderstorm out there. Okay, so they do have volume. Okay. Just these must be just low-level strata clouds. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to blast on. Twins is coming up, and then it's player, and then we begin looking at when we'll do our descent. We'll do that real quick here. Well, looks like 75 miles. So we better start getting our head in the game. All right, 4-hour approach. 6,200 feet down to 5,000 and in on the approach. All right. All right, as of 0054, good deal. Really? Boy, this is annoying today. So all right, oh my goodness, this is really getting annoying. All right, so we're gonna go with 2998. Temperature 21. 330 at 3. And the approach calls for 219. Really? One 132.975. Atlanta Center, Allegiant 250 with you, fly level 370.
Allegiant 250, Atlanta Center, hello, welcome. Your radar contact, Delta 867, radar contact 25 miles south of Dublin, VOR, welcome. You can descend to Vias, assist to arrival, line altimeter 29902. 2 define Vias, assist to arrival for Delta Excel.
Atlanta Center, good evening, Delta 707 with you, watch for...
Delta 707, Atlanta Center, hello, climb maintain, final 330. 7422, 7422.
That's hello, American 3200, want to ground on Charlotte, ramp Delta, ready for taxi, 36 right.
American 3200, Atlanta Center, low runway 36, right, taxi via Romeo Charlie.
36 right, via Romeo Charlie, American 3200. Atlanta Center, Delta ATC, just to clarify, step 2 Brad, maintain 3000 south.
Got a 1888, it's chipper, added, maintain 1 tree, 13,000 and 25 zone.
Alright, roger, at maintain 3000, ATC.
Allegiant 250, descent upon discretion, maintain flight level 280.
Allegiant 250 descending flight level 280.
Delta 707 for traffic, climb maintain flight level 270.
Naval flight 270, Delta 707, independent for that.
Delta 707, I have flight level 330 as your filed altitude. Which altitude would you like?
I have, flight level 230 is what I would like for now, Delta 707.
Well, 707, I'm giving you a lower altitude, just an interim altitude for now. Can you accept flight level 270?
Oh, you said flight level 270, I thought I heard 370. I'll fly 270, Delta 707.
Yeah, no problem. Just 270 for now, and I'll get you higher soon.
Will book Delta 707. London Center, good evening, American 83 is 300, what's starting our descent with Chelsea?
American 83, Atlanta Center, hello, Charlotte, altimeter 2986, landing north.
2986 landing north, American 80.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2009 Heavy, we're descending out of flight level 37.3, and we're passing just to the west of Montgomery. Got a 2009 Atlanta Center, hello, radar contact, descend via the Hobbit 2, arrival, Atlanta altimeter 2992. Okay, via the Hobbit 2, copy altimeter, Delta 209. Actually, Delta 2009, you're following a west flow, Sid, we're east flow currently, expect a reroute here shortly, just descend and maintain flight level 240. Okay, descend down to 240, Delta 209. Delta 4116 Atlanta Center, hello, your radar contact, maintain 11,000 for now. Do you have an approach request in Birmingham?
Runway 6, island.
Delta 4116, roger, expect that, just expect factors for it, and then just flying present heading.
Okay, continue present heading, expect vectors, island runway 6 now. Airline 7, sorry, American 2677, 340.
American 2677, Atlanta Center, welcome. Delta 867, check your transponder, I need you to squawk 7422. Delta 1048, Atlanta, you up?
Yeah, Delta 1048, flight level 280, just waiting for the channel to clear.
Oh, roger, welcome.
Atlanta Center, Allegiant 250, what approach are we expecting?
Legion 250, standby.
Just to help you out, I do have the ILS for 33 or 35 programmed. Tuxedo, got it, for Allegiant 250.
Atlanta Center, November 958 Alpha November is with you at 340.
For 958 Alpha November, Center welcome. Delta 707, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Prime maintain flight level 220 with us also.
Atlanta Center, Delta 219, we're recently with you, flight level 254.
Delta 219 Atlanta Center, hello, your radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 370, and clear direct to Barmy. Delta 219, climb and maintain flight level 370, clear direct to Barmy.
Departure Delta 11, 28,500 for 14,000 direct.
Delta 1120 Atlanta Center, hello, flight level 360.
Wow, that's probably the closest I've cut that.
Delta 1888, contact approach 1 tree tree.
That's an American 3200 at 36 for Horseshoe 36 right at shot, ready for departure.
American 3200 Atlanta, turn right heading 025, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
Right heading 025, 36 right, clear for takeoff, American 3200.
For 150 Uniform Alpha, expect on ILS 35 from Nuru.
Expect the ILS runway 35 from Nuru, November 150 Uniform Alpha.
JetBlue 1228, contact Jack Center 135.902.
Jackson Center, over, we'll see you later, JetBlue 1228. Center UPS 1375 on the ground line, Knoxville, West End, Fargo.
UPS 1375, Atlanta Center, standby. Delta 2009, I have a new arrival for you, advise ready to copy.
And go for Delta 209.
Delta 2009, clear to Atlanta via direct Gandalf, that's Golf, November, Delta, Lima, Foxtrot, to join the Gandalf to arrival.
Okay, to Gandalf, and then we'll plan the Gandalf to arrival. And I said we were landing west?
Landing east at this time.
Alright, thanks.
Delta 2009, when able, descend via the Gandalf to arrival, the altimeter is 299.2.
Okay, we'll start, we'll get the program, and then we'll start descending via the arrival for Gandalf to Delta 209.
Atlanta Center, Delta 707, request 5 minutes off.
Delta 707, approve, report back.
Wilco.
Allegiant 250, descend at pilot discretion, maintain flight level, correction, descend at pilot discretion, maintain 1000 at still altimeter is 299.8.
29908 down to 11,000, Allegiant 250.
Delta 1048, maintain flight level 280.
280, Delta 1048, yeah, we had a input issue.
For 150 Uniform Alpha, turn left heading 240, vectors from Nuru.
Turn heading 240, November 150, Uniform Alpha.
That's an American 3200, passing 2,200 and SA 025 in it.
2998. Okay, that is 56 minutes.
3200 Atlanta, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 230, and right turn direct icon.
Level 230, direct icons, American 3200.
Aliens FX 784, level 350.
FedEx 784, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Atlanta Center UPS 715, checking in 310.
UPS 715, Atlanta Center, hello, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Down to flight level 240, UPS 715.
Delta 4116, turn left heading 230, descend and maintain 6000.
Left turn heading 230, descending 6000.
Delta 867, contact approach 133.47. Delta 867, Atlanta.
All right, now we should get some volume to these clouds.
United 614 Atlanta, welcome. Alright, Delta 2009, I guess the approach can't make up their mind, but they just switched back to west flow, so it'll be your original routing, Hobbit and Hobbit 2 arrival.
Alright, let me reprogram it back to the Hobbit, Delta 209.
American 83, expect ILS 36, right?
Expect ILS 36 right, American 8. Is UPS 715 safe on the Glavin arrival?
UPS 715, A firm.
Awesome, thanks, brother.
For 150 uniform alpha, descend to maintain 8,000.
Maintain 8,000, November 150 uniform out. Allegiant, sir, good evening, Allegiant 259, 5340.
Allegiant 259, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Okay, rethinking this, Tux 5100. We're still 40.
Center EPS 1375.
UPS 1375, Atlanta. I was just working on your flight plan. Give me your about 1 minute.
Atlanta Center, Delta 7.
Delta 707, roger. UPS 715, cross Glavin at a maintain 2000 and 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 29902.
Glavin at 215, 12000, 2992, UPS 715.
Delta 219, protect Washington Center 1, tree point 72. Delta 219, contact Washington 1, tree point 72. American 3200, contact Jack Center 135.902.
3592, American 3200, good night.
Delta 4116, descend maintain 4000.
Maintain 4,000.
UPS 1375, Atlanta Center, cleared to the Louisville Airport via asphalt, maintain 10, 10,000. Expect flight level 220, 10 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 7171, repack squawk only.
717 EPS 1375, right taxi.
UPS 1375, roger, runway 23 left, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 9.
Alpha 9, return 3 left, EPS 1375.
For 150, uniform Alpha, clear direct to Nuru.
We're going to be unable to do that. We're not equipped with our nav capability for 0 uniform alpha.
Emergency uniform Alpha, roger, no problem. Turn 10 degrees right, expect vectors for the approach, descend to maintain 6,000.
You're right, turn 10 degrees to maintain 6,000. We'll expect vectors for the approach. November 150 uniform alpha.
Delta 2009, contact approach 133.47.
133.47, thanks for the service, Delta 2009.
Delta 219, Atlanta.
219 with you.
Delta 219, contact Washington 133.72.
13372, thank you.
Atlanta Center, FedEx 1738, request to step away for about 5 minutes.
That's for report back.
Report back, FedEx 1738.
Legion 250 at or above 5100 at Tuxedo, and cleared for the approach.
Brazier, Uniform Alpha, flight heading 350, join a localizer.
Return heading 350, join the localizer, November 150, uniform Alpha.
Delta 4116, you're 11 miles from Mixden, flight heading 080, maintain 4000 till established, clear ILS runway 6 approach.
Flight heading 080, maintain 4000 till established on 65 approach runway 6.
And November 150, uniform Alpha, I think we missed the localizer. Can we get spun back around?
Brazier, Uniform Alpha, flight heading 010 to re-intercept, descend and maintain 4000.
Okay, 010 down to 4000, 0 uniform Alpha.
Atlanta Center, PSA 6299-340.
CSA 6299, Atlanta Center, welcome. American 83, descend and maintain 6000.
6000, American 8. Sorry, PS 1375, short 23 left radio.
Delta 1048, cross Aussie, at and maintain 13,000, Atlanta altimeter 2992.
Alright, Aussie at 13,000, Delta 1048.
Delta 1048, correction, that's Aussie at 14,000.
Alright, Aussie at 14,000, Delta 1048.
Brazier, Uniform Alpha, you're 1 mile from, it's, Umuxi. I can't say the fix. You're clear to ILS, runway 35 approach. Runway 35, clear to land, the wind 3303.
We're going to be too high to get the glide slope for 150 uniform Alpha, we're going to have to go mid.
Brazier, Uniform Alpha, roger. Fly present heading, climb and maintain 8,000.
Present heading up to 8,000, November 150 uniform Alpha.
Delta 4116, runway 6, clear to land.
Runway 6, clear to land, Delta 160.
GPS 1375, fly right heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Pete, yeah, that is VATSIM in the background. I have no. Oh, there's it.
259, we're about 8 from south to south.
Legion 259, Atlanta, set up off discretion, maintain 1000, Asheville altimeter 2998.
299 AM, pass discretion 11,000 for Legion 259.
For 8 Alpha November, radar contact lost. Allegiant 250, runway 35, clear to land.
Runway 35 cleared to land. Allegiant 250.
For 0, Uniform Alpha, leaving 7000, turn right, heading 090. For 0, Uniform Alpha, leaving 7000, turn right, heading 090.
You're leaving 7,000, we'll turn right heading 090, November 0 uniform Alpha.
American 83, descend and maintain 3000.
3,000, American 8.
Alright, good night, American 1982 with you, private 3000.
American 1982, Atlanta Center, roger, ident.
Ident for 1980.
It's a madhouse.
Atlanta Center, FedEx 1738, back with you.
Legion 7 included, right? That was FedEx 1738, correct?
Yeah, for FedEx 1738.
Roger.
Yeah, Atlanta, Delta 1048.
Delta 1048, Atlanta.
Yeah, it looks like they switched over to West Ops, 26's, Accord City, Juliet.
Delta 1048, firm, it's Aussie at 14,000, insert the restriction at Westville.
Okay, we'll ignore the chart. Nausea at 14,000, Delta 48.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, so far they've been polite. Okay, flaps 1.
Alright, Delta 1048,
you say how polite they are as
Okay, copy that, Ozzy. It's 250 at 12. Yeah, we pulled the ATIS off, switching back and forth, and that's why we were asking the question.
That's good, sir. Thanks.
Yeah, 715 was about to cross here, Glavin, but 12 or 14 doesn't make any difference.
UPS 715, affirm, descend to maintain 14,000 for now. Contact approach 133.47.
13347 and 14 for UPS 715.
American 83, just make sure you got the transmission. Flighting 2990 vector to final.
290 vector final. We are saying something. Couldn't understand that. 290 vector final. American 8.
1355, 7.2.
CBS 1375, Atlanta Center.
There's a 747 out in the pattern here somewhere. Not sure what he did with them.
Box 76, delete core, American 1982 with T5350.
2,500. American 1982, Atlanta, roger. American 1982, I got you ready to contact 55 miles northeast of over DOR.
Okay, 11 miles. We're going to slow to 180. Uxmy 4,000.
2,500.
Outbound discussion, 12,250, making that 1982.
Setting 1738, descendant bomb discretion, maintain flight level 250. American 83, flighting 340, journal localizer.
340, join localizer, American 83.
40, uniform alpha, flighting 180, vector for approach.
Heading 180, November 0, uniform alpha.
All right, here we go.
Discretion and maintain below 250 for aerospace 53.
American 83, you are 8 miles from 62, clear to ILS, runway 36 right approach, runway 36 right, clear to land.
Clear ILS approach. Clear 36 right approach. Clear land. 36 right. American 8.
Okay, we're going flaps 3. No runway in sight yet.
Heavy in Charlotte, November. Looking at taxi 36 center.
2,500. Station calling to Charlotte, Atlanta Center, standby.
American 1982, could be supplemented for 2 minutes, please.
American 1982, roger, maintain 30.
Flaps full. All right, real quick on the check, gear down, 3 green, brake set medium. We do have spoilers arm, flaps full, cleared to land.
2,000. 280 knots in the descent or in the Mach transition.
Twelve minutes ago, we're 2999.
Uniform alpha, descend to maintain 6,000.
To maintain 6,000, 0 uniform.
I got a runway. How about that? I got a runway.
FedEx 784, descendant bomb discretion, maintain flight level 250, maintain 280 knots in the transition.
Get the cabin notified.
Delta 707, Contact Washington Center 133.72.
33, 715, Delta 773.
Okay, all checklist items complete, cleared to land. 3 green, flaps full.
Antenna center, good evening. This is 1681, flight level 330, inbound, Hood.
Delta 1681, Atlanta Center, hello, cross Glavin, and to maintain 14,000, Atlanta altimeter 292.
Okay, airport is 2141.
Delta 1681, cross Glavin, and to maintain 14,000, Atlanta altimeter 292.
Cross Gladden at 14,000, Delta 1681.
Okay, so breakaway to the right. Okay.
Descend to maintain 5,000.
Return heading 260, descend to maintain 5,000. November 150, uniform out.
FedEx 1738, contact Washington Center 123.72.
Over to 133.72, FedEx 53. How we doing?
Yeah.
Outbound Center, American 1982, box with you.
Atlanta Center, welcome.
500.
Delta 1048, kind of approach 133.47 today.
Alright, 347 Delta 48.
City GPS 1375, leaving my airspace, engines closed, radar service terminated, frequency change period, good night.
100 above. 300.
Landing.
Minimum 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
That's what I.
59, planned vectors, ILS, runway 35 approach.
Vectors ILS 35, please, 59.
That's what I get for no flare. Still a pretty good landing. I'm not going to flare anymore. No. And center, just to let you know, Allegiant 250 off 35 to the ramp.
Allegiant 250, Atlanta, thanks for flying. And
Merciful, American 19 Used. Can you confirm 300 knots all green to descent?
Establishment localizer, clear ILS, runway 35 approach.
Blocked.
Zero uniform alpha, flying 320, maintain 5,000 till established, clear ILS 35 approach.
Heading 320, maintain 5,000 till established, clear ILS runway 35 approach, November 150 uniform alpha. Central American 19 Used. Could you confirm 300 knots all green to descent?
American 1982, affirm 300 or greater.
300 grade 1982, thank you.
Center American 1502 at Charlotte, ready to taxi.
American 1502, Atlanta, thanks. Runway 36 center, taxi via Echo.
36 Center via Echo, American 1502.
All right, that 747's on the approach.
Atlanta Center, hello, Delta 1246, flight level 330. Delta 1246, Atlanta Center, hello, cross shipper at and maintain 13,000, Atlanta altimeter 2992.
Delta. Okay.
Shipper at and maintain flight level 130, Atlanta altimeter 2992, Delta 1246.
Atlanta Center, American 83, right on Alpha. We're gonna be heading to the Alpha gate.
American 83, roger, make a right turn on a Romeo to parking at 8.
Romeo parking, right turn Romeo. American 83, thanks for the ATC, been out.
Delta 1246, just check in. You want me to descend via the arrival? Delta 1246, affirm cross shipper at and maintain
Oh, that's right.
13,000, Atlanta altimeter 2992.
My mind was thinking Punta Gorda. We got jetways.
1,000 at shipper and maintain that Delta 1246.
Atlanta Center, Allegiant 2409 with you, 17,400 for flight level 230.
For 0, uniform alpha, runway 35, clear to land.
35 clear to land, November 150 uniform alpha.
Atlanta Center, hello, that's a 2605, flight level 140.
Delta 2605, Atlanta Center, hello, climb maintain, flightable at 3, actually, flightable 230 for now.
Just wait, that's a 2605.
Legion 2409, Atlanta Center, hello, climb and maintain, flightable 330.
That's a 330, Allegiant 2409.
The engines can wait.
Legion 259, turn 20 degrees
Make sure I didn't miss.
American 1982, counting Washington Center, 133.72.
Atlanta Center, Delta 420 with you at level 310.
Delta 420, Atlanta Center, hello. American 2670, Memphis Center, 132.55.
255, American 2677, good night.
Good night, Delta 1120, counting Memphis Center, 132.55. Good night.
132.55, see you at Delta 1120.
2605, I need you on an odd altitude. Would you like flight level 370 or 390?
370 will work for Delta 2605.
Delta 2605, climb and maintain flight level 370.
370, Delta 2605.
Atlanta Center, good evening. American 143 with you, flight level 330.
Alright, sounded like 2 at once. American 143, Atlanta Center, low cross. Chipper at a maintain 13000, Atlanta altimeter 299.1.
Trooper 13000, American 143.
Nice job.
For 0, Uniform Alpha. Welcome to Asheville. Right when able, parking via Alpha, and thanks for your patience tonight.
Alright, we'll exit right and parking by Alpha, and no problem. Thanks to ATC, November 0, Uniform Alpha.
Delta 346, leave Myers space. Jax is close. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved today.
Open east, go, good route, 3460.
Delta 1120 to disregard. United 408. I have a new arrival for you into Atlanta. You ready to copy?
Go for United.
All right. We had fun.
408 clear to the Atlanta airport via direct Hobbit.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to go ahead and turn down VATSIM a little bit more. And we'll just kind of see where he's planning on going. Got another Allegiant coming in, so we'll kind of aim out this way. But welcome in, folks. What a great flight. Just a fun time. Let's see what we got hit with. All right, hang on. It's already been filed. 297 feet a minute. All right, cool. That'll make it a little better there. But again, welcome into Asheville. All right, let's pull up our, real quick, our trackers, and then we'll call it a night. All right, Elevate Tech first. Where the heck did... Oh, there he is. I was like, where did that plane go, though? It's coming in here. He's still a little ways out. All right. Okay, they got us at 292, 136, and 1.6 Gs. So, all right, nice flight. Now, one thing you can do, yes, you can see where you landed. Looks like we could have bounced. 292, 161. So yeah, that was a bounce. Where'd that 747 end up? Still coming in.
Oh, it's a 122.72. Very sorry about that. I can do.
All right, so that was pretty good. So again, you can see, and cool. All right, over to Sim Toolkit. They've got us also at 287, 136, 1.7 Gs. There you have it, folks. That pretty well sums it up. Okay. $987 feet on the center line. That makes me very happy, folks. Pitch a little under 5 degrees, roll a little bit for the wind. And folks, I mean, the numbers say it all there. We, by the way, are parked right about there. I was kind of hoping to see the other Allegiant coming in from the north. That does not look like a fun spot to be in. All right, well, let me see where he is on the map. Oh, he's at Nauru, so he should be in here in about 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just basically, let's wrap it up, folks. This was great stream, great pop-up stream. Like I said, my wife made me do it. No, she turned on a TV show that, you know, it's an okay thing to kind of sort of maybe watch. Not really into it. So, you know, I just had to. Oh, and I forgot to turn off something I saw that we had in Punta Gorda. We don't need here. I had the air stare on. So I still don't see him out there. I'm kind of hoping to see the lights. But anyway, we've had a great flight out of Punta Gorda to Asheville. Thunderstorms, good clouds, good air. You know, that part looked good. A friend of mine had troubles with the clouds, and I don't know if that was just a glitch that was going on or a restart needed on the computer. But the thunderstorms looked, you know, pretty good. They weren't as intense as I thought they'd be, but that could be still out west, as Bad Attitude told us early. That's Georgia. Well, we're pretty close to Georgia in Asheville, about 40 miles from it. So anyway, we had a great flight, great landing, great fun, great people along the way. We had Pete FS, who's normally not able to catch us because of the time zone issue, got to see us today. So glad you enjoyed that. We had a few others pop in, pop out. Bad Attitude aforementioned. And, you know, it was just a great day. If you're new to the channel, hit that follow button here on Twitch. If you're new to us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And if you liked what you saw, thumbs up it. Any comments, questions, anything, put it in the comment section there in YouTube or chat here before we shut down. Well, we're not going to. Well, I think I got lights finally out there. So we're going to go ahead, wrap up. Y'all have a great day. We will be back at it for sure Friday with a flight out of Denver. And that's all I'm telling you right now. So That'll be posted here tomorrow so you all can make plans. Y'all have a great rest of your week. It's hump day here in the United States, or just about to end. But y'all have a great day. God bless.